Everyone, welcome to your social science class. Today we'll be starting with the new chapter of civics, that is chapter number 2, federalism. Before moving toward the chapter, I would like to recall the example of two countries, that is Belgium and Sri Lanka, from your previous chapter, power sharing. We'll discuss the cases of both these countries and then we'll move towards the chapter. First, taking the case of Belgium, what happened in Belgium? In 1993, regional government were given the constitutional power that were no longer dependent on the central government. What happened now in Belgium? Belgium gave the power both to the central and state as well. Okay, now both these central and state were having power. They can make their own decision, they can formulate their own policies, but they are not going to interfere in each other's subject. Okay, Belgium shifted from to unitary to your federal system. What is unitary and federal system? In unitary system, power remain with the central government. Means जो सारा पावर है पॉलिसी फॉर्मुलेशन का जो भी है वो सब किसके पास रहेगा? सेंट्रल के पास रहेगा, और जो सेंट्रल का डिसीजन होगा वो फाइनल होगा. बट जो फेडरल सिस्टम है उसमें क्या है, पावर डिवाइड हो जाता है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में और अदर यूनिट्स ऑफ कंट्री. अदर यूनिट्स में क्या क्या आ जाता है? स्टेट गवर्नमेंट आ जाता है या लोकल लेवल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट आ जाता है. तो क्या होगा, ये फेडरल सिस्टम में जो पावर है वो डिवाइड हो जाता है सेंट्रल, स्टेट, लोकल लेवल, और वो अपने अपने रीजन में पॉलिसीज़ बना सकते हैं, फॉर्मुलेट कर सकते हैं. पर अगर जैसे कोई म्यूचुअल पॉलिसी या कोई नेशन इंटरेस्ट में कोई भी लॉ इम्प्लीमेंट करना हो तो उसमें स्टेट और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट दोनों के डिसीजंस लिए जाते हैं. ओके, ये डिफरेंस है यूनिटरी और फेडरल सिस्टम में. ठीक है, एक और डिफरेंस है कि जो यूनिटरी सिस्टम है उसमें जो पावर होता है वो सेंट्रल अथॉरिटी से, जो उनसे लोअर अथॉरिटी है उसको पास होते हैं, पर इट गिव ओनली नॉमिनल पावर. उनको सिर्फ नॉमिनल पावर दिए जाते हैं जो कुछ टाइम पीरियड के दिए जाते हैं, पर उसमें जो एक्चुअली में डिसीजन ले करने का पावर किसके पास होता है? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का होता है. मीन्स इन यूनिटरी सिस्टम द पावर आर बीइंग ट्रांसफर्ड टू द अदर यूनिट्स, बट these power are nominal power. Okay, now taking the case of Sri Lanka, what happened in Sri Lanka? In Sri Lanka they remained following their unitary system. Okay, श्रीलंका में उन्होंने अपना यूनिटरी सिस्टम रखा जिसमें पावर किसके पास रखा? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के पास, सेंट्रल अथॉरिटी के पास पावर थे. वही डिसीजन लेते थे, उनके फाइनल, उन्हीं के डिसीजन को फाइनल माना जाता था. नाउ कमिंग टूवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, that is I have shown you map. You can see the red color on that. These red color represent the countries which are having what? फेडरल पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम. ये वो कंट्रीज है जिसमें फेडरल सिस्टम प्रिवेल कर रहा है, एग्जिस्ट करता है. ठीक है, इन दिस out of 193 countries, only 25 countries are having your federal system of government. Means 40% of population of the world population are the citizen of the federal system of government. Okay, now coming towards the next, this in this slide we'll understand the meaning of federalism. What is federalism? Okay, federalism is a system of government in which the power is divided between the central authority and various constituent units of the country. कौन से जैसे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है, फिर उसके बाद में योर कम्स, आई विल शो यू विद दिस वे. यू आर गोइंग टू डिवाइड पावर इन दिस वे. मीन्स दिस विल बी योर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटी, देन योर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, देन योर local level. Okay, I hope everything is clear. In this way you are going to divide the power so that it can be easier to run the government. Now coming to the next slide is levels of government. In this you are having two levels of government, that is one is for the central and other for the state. Okay, usually a federal has two levels of government for the entire country, that is usually responsible for few subject of common national interest, that is your central government at the level of province or state that looks after much of the day-to-day administrating of their states. that is your state government. Now, talking about the features of federalism. Okay, in this slide we'll be studying about what are the features of federalism, what are the benefits of having a federal kind of government in our country. Okay, in federal system there are two or more levels of government. We have already discussed that in the previous slide. It can be a central, state and local level of government. Each tie has its own jurisdiction. These are specified in the constitution. Means that constitution has given the power or jurisdiction to each level of government so that they can come up with the policies, they can implement the plans in their area and come up with the new development. Okay, so the constitution has given the power. For change in fundamental provisions of constitution, consent is required from both the level of government. What does it mean? Means that when you are formulating any kind of policy or you are doing any kind of amendment, then your consent is going to be taken of both the central and state government. आप कोई भी न्यू पॉलिसीज़ बना रहे हो, अमेंडमेंट कर रहे हो, तो उसमें आपके सेंट्रल और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का डिसीजन लिया जाता है, उनसे राय ली जाती है कि इज़ इट ओके और नॉट. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट, court can interpret constitution power of different levels of government. Means the court has been given the power to question both the state level government and the central level of government. Source of revenue for each government are specified to ensure financial autonomy. Means each and every level of government is going to collect revenue for their development. Now moving toward the next is safeguard and promote unity. If you are having federal system, the power is divided and you are going to create a unity amongst the people. Accommodate regional diversity. As you know, the India is a diverse country with a lot of culture, religion, and you are having different castes. So it is going to create a unity among, or you're going to accommodate all people from different culture. Now last one is your mutual trust and agreement to live together. Means your federal system is going to provide a platform where people are going to live mutually with each other. You're going to create a better understanding between people and people, between government people. Okay, I hope everything is clear to you. Now in the comment section you have to write the answer of my question that I'm going to ask. Means you have to tell me what kind of system is being prevail in your, is going or being run in your Sri Lanka, Belgium and India. Okay, you have to tell me whether it's a unitary system, federal system of government. Everybody have to answer my question. I hope everything is clear. If you're having any doubt, you can call or message me. Thank you. That's all for the day.